Hi Flosstube, it's Cynthia here, the Intuitive Stitcher. Today's Friday the 13th actually. So for all you black cat lovers, me included, happy Friday the 13th. I want to welcome new subscribers to my channel. I noticed that I do have a few new subscribers, so thank you. And I hope that you continue to like what I show you. Thank you for all those who are coming back to watch me again. I do appreciate your support. If you do like what you see and you're not subscribed, I would ask that you subscribe to my channel and that you like the video. So we're going to get started. It's been a busy week. It's 3 weeks since my last Flosstube, and that's a little bit long for me, but I was really busy just running around and with school for my grandchildren starting, and then they needed to be here and there, so I was just a little bit busy. So again, thank you to all who are watching, and I hope you continue to watch. My notes are over here, so you're going to see me looking over here from time to time. The first thing I want to share, and this is for Chris, who has asked about my HADEs, my Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Mini Dark Waters. Right there's the picture. I am making this one, stitching this one for my granddaughters and my daughter. I don't have enough table space. So I didn't get, I don't know, it looks like I didn't get far, but what I did do was, you can see the shading now. I started in this gray color and I got some stitches done. I finished up here too, so I don't have before and after pictures because I don't know how to do it. So on the photo, this is what it's all over in this area. So hopefully I'll get down here to the yellow soon. So that is my Mini Dark Waters, and I'm going to be continuing to work on that. I have a Sunday stitch group that I meet with, and I want to take my Sweet Valentine, which is also a Heaven and Earth design. I want to take that with me to stitch on that. So I want to talk about the winners from my last Flosstube, and we'll get that instead of waiting till the end. So the first giveaway, you were to use the word creative or the number 1. And the winner for Creative Moments, which is this, it's a photograph, so you can't really see it very well. The winner for this is, I'll put her name here so you can see it, Chris Polster. So Chris, send me an email and let me know that you did see that you are a winner, and I will see that you get this. Thank you, Chris. The next winner was for the pattern Prayer. And you could say the word prayer or number 2. It's Serenity Prayer, which is this. You can't see because everything is on glossy. So the winner of this one is Bonnie Sheffer. Bonnie Sheffer. So Bonnie, send me an email and I will mail that out to you. I think I should still have, I do still have your physical address, Bonnie, but just send me a note anyway. The third one, you were to use the word sampler in your comments or number 3. And the winner for this one is Pat Hansen. I can't read backwards. Purely Samplers, Motif Sampler number 1 is what Pat Hansen has won. And here is Pat Hansen. Pat, I know I have your address, but send me an email anyway. My email address will be in the description box. I apologize if this is dark. I did do 2 tests and it wasn't dark when I viewed the test videos, so, but it is getting darker outside. And if I have too many lights on, there's a glare. As you see now, there's a glare, a really bad glare on my glasses. I want to get into projects, my WIPs, things that I've been working on. The first one is from Lemontree Needleworks. It's called Halloween 1. And then behind Halloween 1, it said DMC SQ. So I'm not sure what that means. But it's Lemontree Needleworks. I did a little bit of work on this. Now this is full coverage, so you're not going to see a whole lot. But I did do the top part. I went halfway over. I didn't go over all the way. I just went halfway. So, and for this one, I'm using 25 count, and I'm doing 1/1. Yeah, 1/1. So that is Halloween 1. The next project that I was working on is called The Moon is Full by Erica Michaels, and this is the one that I'm doing. I'm not doing the pillow. There was also this piece that I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this. The Moon is Full. I'm using Zweigart Silver White Ada, 14 count. And you can see the silver. The moon is full. Now I started the moon and the bats will be black, but let me show you better. So I'm finished with all of it except the moon, and I'm going to tell you why I stopped. What I did was I made another copy of the pattern because I already have a working copy. Do you see the moon? I didn't care for the face. So on my new copy, I whited out the face. And what I want to do is put one more bat up here, probably somewhere here. So I have to design that third bat. So that's what I'm doing. Am I missing something else? No, I don't think so. I think I have everything. Everything else is finished except for the moon. And the moon on here was white, and because I'm using white Ada, it didn't show up. So I switched to, I'm using 2 strands of a gray color. And if you want to know what 2 strands I'm using, you can leave a message in your comment. I love the comments. I don't have a lot of comments, but I do like reading them. If you want to know anything, you can either send me an email or put a note in the comment section. The next piece that I was working on is called, I gotta look at this because it's not listed on here. Black Vintage Sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery. That's the one. I'm not going to do the bottom half. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not doing the bottom half. So I'll have to figure out the border and how I'm going to, I have to figure that out when I get to that point, what I'm going to do. And I did stitching on this, and here I am. So I'll come in close. I'll start at the bottom with the clock, And I'm doing this motif here. I did this one, I did this one. I did more of the border on the outside. I like the clock. And I like the border. So, yeah. I don't know. I didn't write down what I was using. 16 count white Aida is what I'm using for this piece. So sometimes I put it on the upper corner, what I'm using, and the T is for top. So that is Black Vintage Sampler. Now, the next things that you are going to see is my September magazine monthly challenge. The acrostic was carpool, and I'll show that to you. Carpool. So those are my picks. Some of my patterns start with the letter C or the letter A. Some of them, like for the R, I'm using green Christmas because there's a little R in green. So it was a little difficult to find. Like Bluebird on a strawberry for carpool for the O. Bluebird on, I'm using the O in the word on. So this is my magazine monthly challenge that I'll be working on in this month of September, which is, I have a lot of work to do because it's halfway, almost halfway over already. So I'm going to a stitching retreat, so I'll probably take one of these with me. It's the Hershey Retreat by Lynn Ann. I can post the link in the description box. And that's next Saturday that I'm going. So the Cats and Hearts is this one by Kadimi Designs, September. Pamela Kellogg. This is the one that I've been working on from time to time. So I'm going to take this with me. That's where I am now, and we'll see how much I work on, what I work on next for this piece. Coming a little closer. I changed out the brown, which is a border, and I'm using a purple color. So, because I'm not particularly fond of brown, so I changed it to purple. And I do like it. And for that one, I'm using the Called For, which .28 count even weave. That's exactly what I'm using, 28 count even weave. And I do like even weave. I'm not a fan of linen, just because of the slubs. But I do like even weave in Aida. The next project for the magazine monthly challenge is the letter A, and it's Autumn Alphabet that I'm going to pick up and work on some more. Autumn Alphabet is by Willow Hill Samplings. They have a lot of really nice patterns. And they also have I bought a tote bag from them, which is really cute. So this is where I am with this one, and we'll see how far I get when I work on this in the month of September. The purple is really showing up because there's not much lighting in here, but I hope you can see everything that you need to see. The bottom pumpkin is going to be a teal color. And I had to look for a teal color because the color that they sent I wasn't crazy about. And I'll show you what I've decided that I'm going to use. See if you think it'll be okay. I'm going to use that one. Now you're seeing the whole skein, not just a thread or two. You're seeing a whole skein. So that's that. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what it looks like. Autumn Alphabet by Willow Hill Samplings. I am using, I'll tell you in a minute, what shalt. It's called Purple Linen. So this is linen. It's okay. It's called Peaceful Purple Linen. I don't know what I just said before. Peaceful Purple. I think that's the name of it. You know, I could also use, let me show you. I think I could also use, no, that wouldn't look right. No, I'm not using that. I'm using the teal color. So we'll see how that looks. I have my fan on because it's warm in here. I don't have my door open because you'll hear a lot of traffic, and sometimes we have kids playing in the yard area, and I love hearing the kids play, but I'm afraid that they'll, I mean, they have a ball outside, the neighbor kids, and they scream and they laugh and they just get a little loud, so I closed it. My next project is called Green Christmas by Imaginating. So here is the picture. So this is Green Christmas. It was C, Cats and Hearts, A, Autumn Alphabet, R is Green Christmas because there's an R in it. And I have to work on this. I have Merry Christmas done, so I do want to get a lot farther on this one. That's pretty. I didn't iron it. Let me come closer so you can see the letters. And the squigglies. And then I will enjoy getting to the bottom where there are bells. I think that's so pretty. I like that. So I will be stitching on that. It's been warm out this week, which I don't mind. I mind it in my apartment and when I have things closed up right now. But it gets cool at night, which is nice, and next week will be cooler, which, I mean, I like the warmer better than the cooler days, but this is what we have. The next is P for Carpool. Little Peacock is what I'm working on, and that's by Pamela Kellogg. This was a freebie. I don't know if it is still a freebie. So, again, this is Kitty and Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg. Little Peacock. And I will be stitching on this. I'm pretty much to go with this. And I'm using a piece of scrap Ada because it's small. It's 14 count Ada. So I have quite a bit to do yet. So I will be working on that. In your comments, if you feel like commenting, let me know your stitching habits. Like, do you stitch every day? Do you stitch a couple times a week? And do you stitch for a long period of time, like an hour? Do you stitch for 3 hours at a time? I'm curious. Let me know what you do. I was doing a 2-day rotation and stitching a few hours each of those 2 days. Like I'd work on one project for 2 days and then I'd switch out to another project for 2 days. And Lori from Once Upon a Stitch, I do enjoy her channel. That's what she does. So I thought that I would start trying to do that. Another Flosstuber that I watch is Julie McConnell. I like her Flosstubes. She also owns a stitching shop. Julie McConnell, her last name is spelled M-C-C-O-N-N-E-L-L. Julie McConnell. I watch her. And Black Ribbon Stitch Studio Denise, I like to watch her too. She's always very interesting. I like the projects that all of them have. What Julie McConnell does with her Flosstubes is she will show a pattern and she'll pick the fabric and she'll show you the fabric, and then she will show you which different flosses you can use for that, and that would look well on the fabric. So she does a lot of that, which is very helpful if you're buying a pattern and you see her. She will show you different different colors of floss that would go with the cloth that she's showing, the fabric. So the next one is Bluebird on a Strawberry. That was carpool. That was for the O because of the word on. This is Kitty and Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg, and that's the pattern. And you're not going to be able to tell much on here. It's a lot of different colors for the bird. So up here you can see the bird's like back and wing. This is part of the strawberry that I started working on. This is the breast of the bird. Sorry, I was shaking it. So yeah, the colors are pretty. I think I'm going to start working on the strawberry because I did a lot with the bird. I want to start working on strawberry. This is a loose thread, so I'm sorry. I usually try to put my loose threads in the back. So I'm going to work on that strawberry. It's cute. The bird's face is cute. I have rabbits. Used to have a lot of squirrels, and they're not in the yard so much anymore because in the parking lot is a dumpster. So the squirrels just go in there and grab whatever they want. I will see a squirrel eating a waffle. I've seen a squirrel, you know, sitting on the dumpster or in the parking lot holding on to a waffle. I've seen them with lots of different kinds of food, and so now I have bunnies, which I like. I like to watch the bunnies. They're in the backyard, and I bought a bag of carrots, and when I see the bunnies, I toss the carrots out. Take some, maybe like, they hear it fall. I know they hear it fall in the grass near them, but it takes them maybe like a minute or two to hop over to find it. So I like feeding them because they can't jump up into the dumpster. The next letter for carpool is the second O. I'm doing Fly Away Home because there's an O in the word home. This is by Twisted Threads. I'm doing this one. There's another one. Thought that was pretty. And here it is. This is coming down. There it is. Fly Away, and there's the bird. did I change the yellow, or did I think about changing the yellow? I know I started on the yellow gold color, and I either took it out and changed it, or I'm staying with it. Because I'm using Stash, so I had to find a color that went with the pattern. So that's Fly Away Home. I want to work on that because I had not picked that up in a while. And I'm using Stash, and it is linen. So there we go. I'm not crazy about linen, but I was pulling from what I have instead of ordering all new things. I got to use what I have. That was linen. So that's a pretty project too. And then I have the letter L for carpool. This is called Little Witches Grow Up, and this is not the best picture, but this is all they had. I signed up for a PDF, and this is the best I could do with printing. Little Witches Grow Up. I'm not going to put that. I don't like skulls, so I'm not going to put that on. Yeah, I like Halloween. I love Halloween, but I'm not going to do the skull. I don't like the skulls. Which reminds me, I need to get my Halloween pieces out, my cross-stitch pieces. I'll do that. I have to come back in 2 weeks. I will do that. I'll get those out, then I can show you what I have. So this is Little Witches Grow Up. I thought it was cute. If her hair is brown, I'm going to change that. I don't know what color I'm going to do it, but I don't like the brown hair. And this is also, I think this is also linen. It's from Stash. My cousin, cousin through marriage, who no longer cross stitches, I've mentioned her before. She is now, she's always cross stitched and quilted. She decided to go into just quilting, and she gave up her cross stitch. So she gave me a lot of fabric and a lot of patterns. So I have a feeling this is fabric from her. So I didn't get very far. Little and WIT. So I do want to work on this, because I like that. It's not going to be finished. Well, I guess it really could be finished for October. For Halloween, if I would take this with me to retreat, I probably could finish it. But oh my gosh, when you have so many things, I don't know what to take. That's it for the magazine monthly challenge. Now for WIPGO, which is Jessie Marie does stuff on Facebook. She called numbers. Anyway, I don't have it. I know where my WIPGO paper is. I'm putting everything I bring from here to here is piled in a little bin, and the list for WIPGO is at the bottom, so I'm not going to go through there. I don't remember what numbers she called, and I usually write it down on here, the bottom, and I didn't write it down. So anyway, the numbers, I'll show you my WIPGO board next time. So I have to work on 2 things for WIPGO. This was the first number that was called. It's all the trimmings from Fat Quarter Shop that I have. Part of my WIPs. It was a mystery stitch along. And so it's all of this down to the tree. And I'm finishing up the trees. I want to finish up the trees. So let me show this to you with loose threads and all of that. There's the cherries. No. Okay. There are no cherries at Christmas. It's holly at Christmas. You know, I'm really tired. I did a lot today. Running around here and there. I'm tired. And I get tired like usually around 7 o'clock. Sometimes 8 o'clock, and I think, I'm not going to bed at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And then at around 11 o'clock, well, it just it passes. It's only for a few minutes. And then like 10, 11 o'clock, I'm not tired. I'm wide awake. That's every night, every single night. All right, Holly. I see something wrong. Oh, it's not. I'm using blue Ada, and so I didn't put the white in here. I thought I made that dark and not use white. Yeah, I'm okay. And then I did the stockings, and I changed the stockings up a bit. I didn't do the exact design. Then I did the bows, and I changed that. And the trees. Now I'm doing one tree. I think I'm going to do the trees all the same. Unless I do the second tree light green on top, dark green in the middle, light green on the bottom. Maybe I'll do that. So let me come back and show you the whole thing. So that's that one that I'll be working on. Maybe I can finish the trees. And then there's a border, and it's not a lot. It's like on the bottom here, like that. It looks white, and the white at the top. It looks pretty, so I'll probably do the border. So that is one WIPGO coal, and I'm using blue. It's Ada, and it is 14 count navy blue Ada. They used black, and I didn't want to use black. I wanted to try navy blue, and I think it looks pretty. And then the next WIPGO call was number, I don't know, Little House Needleworks Jingle All the Way is what I'm gonna work on. Jingle all the way. Little House Needleworks. I did work on the horse and the sleigh and the little girl. So I'm going to, this is what I worked on last. I finished the horse, the reins, and I did work on the sleigh and the little girl. I'm backing up because this is falling. And there's the, it's funny, and maybe you see this too, like when I stitched the barn in the pattern, I didn't know what this was. You know, because it's all like dot, dot, dots, you know, or symbols. So I didn't know what it was until I finished. And then I said, oh, that's a chicken. I don't know what I'm going to work on. Maybe I should finish the barn. Let me get my pattern. Maybe I'll finish the barn. I like that white house. But I'm on this side, so I'm not gonna count all the way over here. I'll finish the barn. So that's it. It's cute. And for this I'm using it's linen because it's from Stash. I need to use my Stash. It's a soft linen, so it's pretty. I like it. So that's that one. That is WIPGO, and that is it. What else? I'll be doing this for the rest of February. See, there's something wrong with me today. Too many errands, running errands. What was I going to say? I have a lot to do, stitching wise, for the rest of the month. So maybe, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces that I need to work on. I don't want to do one a day, because then I'm at the end of 9 days I'm going to be pulling it out again. But maybe that's what no, that's not going to work. I was going to say maybe that's what I need to do to touch them all, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'll figure it out. I'll look at the days and I'll figure it out, because I do want to touch every one of those before the month of October comes, and we have a new magazine monthly challenge and new WIPGO numbers that are being called. If you have any questions, ask me. You can ask in the comments, or you can ask in the email that I do place in the description box. If there's something I can do better, let me know. If you like what you see, let me know. And if you want more information about the fabric I used, or the colors that I've used, email me or put a note in the comment section. So anyway, for my winners, get in touch with me via email, and I will see that what you have won goes out. Just don't mention I'm the winner in the comment section. Don't mention I won the prize in the comment section, because then that brings, what I hear is that brings trolls in, who then they'll start watching and try to pick out the Flosstubers who are having giveaways, and they tried to get in on that, and I don't know what they do with the projects. I don't know if they sell them, and I want people that win the patterns, I want them to stitch on them, and because they like them, they like what they've seen. So that's it for me. Friday it'll be a somewhat busy weekend, and that's okay. I'd rather be busy than not. So that's it. If you want to let me know what you're doing this weekend, feel free to comment. Stitchy wise, what you're working on. I like to hear what you're working on. And I think I'm going to sign off now. So everyone, have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.